What does it take for a species to dominate its environment, not just survive in it, but reign at the very top of the food chain? For millions of years, Eurasia belonged to beasts like cave lions, giant hyenas, and saber-tooths. But around 250,000 years ago, something remarkable began: the slow, silent rise of Neanderthals. These archaic humans weren't born apex predators, they became them. Through brutal winters and shifting ecosystems, they honed their hunting strategies, adapted physically to harsh terrain, and developed a new kind of relationship with the natural world, one based on strategic dominance. This wasn't evolution by accident, it was evolution by force of will, sharpened over millennia. Neanderthals didn't rely on speed or stealth alone, they outthought their prey. Evidence from butchered animal bones and spear tips shows that they coordinated in groups, ambushing massive prey like mammoths and reindeer with choreographed precision. These weren't chaotic attacks. They were calculated strikes. To hunt at this scale, they needed an intimate understanding of the landscape, where animals migrated, where bottlenecks formed, and when to strike. In this, they began to rival, and eventually outcompete, apex carnivores who had dominated for eons. They weren't just surviving among predators, they were starting to replace them. Their bodies told part of the story too. Stocky, muscular, and adapted to cold, Neanderthals were built for endurance and power, not long-distance running. Their robust frame gave them leverage in close-quarters confrontations, and possibly even resilience against injury. But it wasn't brute strength alone that set them apart. Charred bones and hearth sites point to another revolution: cooking. Fire not only made meat easier to eat, it unlocked more calories, more efficiently. This edge in energy may have allowed them to thrive in places where others starved, tightening their grip as dominant hunters in Ice Age Europe. How do you defeat a predator with claws sharper than your tools and teeth stronger than your bones? If you're a Neanderthal, you don't fight harder, you think smarter. Around 200,000 years ago, Neanderthals began transforming intelligence into a weapon. The archaeological record shows a turning point: the creation of specialized hunting tools, from hefty thrusting spears to finely worked stone points. These weren't casual implements, they were purpose-built, shaped with intent. The craftsmanship reveals planning, trial and error, even local traditions. In a world ruled by muscle and instinct, Neanderthals started winning through precision, cooperation, and the growing edge of cognition. Some of the earliest known wooden spears, like those from Skaaningen in modern-day Germany, suggest astonishing skill. Perfectly balanced and aerodynamically shaped, these tools weren't just thrown, they were engineered. Neanderthals didn't need bows or traps to compete with nature's top hunters. They hunted up close, facing danger head-on. This boldness came at a cost. Fossil records show frequent traumatic injuries, consistent with close encounters with massive prey. But each scar told a story of survival, of knowledge passed down. With every generation, hunting wasn't just an act, it became a cultural legacy, etched into the fabric of their evolving identity. But thought went further than the hunt. Neanderthals understood materials in sophisticated ways, choosing the right stone, anticipating breakage angles, even transporting resources across long distances. They weren't simply reacting to nature, they were planning ahead. This suggests a form of cognitive mapping, mentally visualizing terrain, prey movement, and resource locations. It's a glimpse into a mind that could predict, strategize, and remember. In many ways, this mental evolution was the most powerful tool Neanderthals ever developed. While their environment demanded strength, it rewarded foresight. And in that balance, they rose to rival the wild on its own terms, not through domination, but understanding. Thank you so much for watching, supporting, and being part of this incredible journey into the Ice Age with us. Your time and interest mean a lot, and we're grateful to have you exploring the world of the Neanderthals alongside us.